Yes, I am. ojmerge, we're there again, you know. What you say, mama?
Yes, so we are back with another video, you guys. And today we will be tackling the subject of how can you tell if a Jamaican man is interested in you. So maybe you have your eye on somebody, or somebody may got their eye on you, and you're just trying to see what it do, you know. So that's what we're here for today.
Most definitely, because here we got some subscribers that keep hitting us up about, you know, certain things.
Yes, shout out to our subscribers. Shout out to the guys and the gals who keep coming back and checking in with us. Shout out to Monique. Shout out to Jamie. Deandra,
that definitely a show.
Hey girl.
Deandra,
so yes,
you know the thing going
shout out to y'all.
TBC for life, you know. Deandra, big up yourself. Anyway, we have some subscribers who always ask, well, you know, especially the females, I'm always want to know, you know, about these Jamaican men. How do they know that Jamaican men are interested? Because, you know, Jamaican man approach is a little bit different sometimes from the regular approach. You know, it's like we say different things, we move different, you know. And as I say again, all man probably move a certain type of way, but dealing with a different culture, sometimes the approach is different. And the approach is different because of the, you know, cultural difference. How certain man raised, or, you know, another set of, you know, man raised. I just want them different. I just want them thing there.
Yeah.
But as Jamaicans, you know, we go already. Raised in a smaller country, you know, more direct. You know, like America, we have a whole heap of gadget and them thing there. And, you know, we not grow up a text female and do certain things and all of them thing there. You know, especially if we are, you know, all our Jamaicans are Jamaican with a little bit of age, anywhere from age 25 to probably 30, 35. We grew up in an era at the end of the day where it was very conversational. So if you want to talk to a girl, you have to approach her a certain type of way and talk to her a certain type of way. And your dialogue have to kind of different. You understand where I come from? Yeah. You have to make her know straightforward at the approach that, hey, this is what it is. Yeah. In these times now, you have, you know, cell phone, you can text, call, do all type of stuff. Social media, can hit a girl up, you can type what you feel like.
These days you can be lazy.
Exactly, most definitely. So
and we don't do that around here, ladies. Many
Jamaican men, we can speak for, you know, me always speak for my Jamaican brother them, whereby, you know, we like approach a female them. We don't have to stay behind the computer and stay behind the cell phone and send some text and do all of that. We want to approach you. I want to make you know feel. And then when we express yourself, you know, females from different culture shock with that. Them don't know how to deal with it. They must try, you know, them wonder, is that real? You know, is he talking that shit, or is it some make-believe shit, or is it authentic, or whatever it is. Most naturally authentic. But as I said, that's just how we go to work when, you know, we go to work.
Yeah.
I just one of them things.
Yeah, like my 2 cents on it, ladies, is that, you know, I would say generally you can tell the same ways that you would tell with any other guy if a Jamaican man is interested in you. Just, you know, is he pursuing you? Is he putting in the effort? Is he making time to not only just text you, but is he picking up the phone to have conversations with you? And I'm not talking 5-minute, I'm on my lunch break conversations, but like hours on the phone. And yes, I know we grown, but you can still make time to like sit and have real deep conversations on the phone. Like if a man don't have an hour to spend on the phone with you, then he really don't have time for a female in his life. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah, sometimes man busy man. 1 hour up on the phone and all the time.
An hour though at night, like when you about to get ready for bed.
Depends what time of day.
Like if you caught up at night, then you got too much going on for me.
That's what I'm saying. Specify the time.
Okay, well it has been
things
specified. Yes, we're all busy, but you get where I'm coming from.
Most definitely.
You know, and just, is it give and take? Is it like you feel like you're exerting too much energy to get this man, you know, to give you time, or is he giving his time willingly? So those are things that I would say are generic across the board. But just like what O was saying, Jamaican men kind of have a different approach. Like I know when I first met O, he was actually at work, and he took the time to step away from his job to come outside and have a 10-minute conversation with me. And I was like, oh, this is different, you know. So some things are cultural, I would say, and it comes from a more direct approach.
Most definitely. And in the regular world, probably I do that. Probably take your number and say, all right, I'll hit her up. I'll hit her up.
Or
when
what's your Instagram?
I get off work. I watch the Instagram and all of that. For Jamaican,
that bullshit.
For we all approach different. As I say again, it's always a face-to-face thing. I always want to make what we call it on the phone. No, you know, these days or whatever it is. But even when we do that, the conversation different. We are gonna hit you with some different things. You know, you don't know it go already. As Caribbean man. It's just a different ball game. It's a different ball game, babes. The swag kind of different. You understand where I come from? The swag different because not only, you know, does the Jamaican man, you know, sometimes think different because I was surrounded, our race and them thing. We idolize some people sometimes, you know, we do things differently. In America, I feel like majority of the youth them idolize, probably rappers idolize, you know, and enough many farther away can idolize, but we have people in our community where we idolize how them do things, you know, how them move, how certain things say, you know. We have a thing in Jamaica where we say, a man, they are gallus. Gallus have a whole heap of woman. You see how the gallus move, you see how them do certain things, so them speak to women, you see the swag, you see how certain things said, you know, how them deal with things. And in Jamaica, the term gallus, as I say again, you have enough girls in Jamaica where him don't have a car. Him don't have a car, him don't have no whole heap of money. But do him speak to the ladies.
Yeah, the girls do sugar.
I'm telling you, do him speak, the way the girls them speak to the woman them. The way they move, the swag, certain little things like that. You see them things, you see those type of things as a kid growing up and you say, them man they are girls, you know, so I want to be like them man. Regardless of what it is. So some of them things they imprint in your even in your regular life. When you move, when you talk to your female, you know it go already. You know what I'm saying? Again, upbringing just different. And it's always reality. You know, I feel like in America majority of the time, you know, as I say again, the role model for the regular American, probably the rappers, you know, people who have certain things, them try to reach a certain, you know, stretch them on to a certain place where really them not have it, but them kind of fake it until they make it. For we Jamaican, we just roll, you know. We don't have none for fake at the end of the day. We just roll, at least majority of it. We just roll because, you know, as I say again, our principle of upbringing different. You know, it's we idolize where we come from and the people them around me. You have the female them who always ask, when how me can know say Jamaican really like me? How me can know say Jamaican authentic with the way I say? Because the way we say it and, you know, it come across crazy to them want, you know, they would love to know. Is that real? Is he just talking shit? You know, whatever it is, you know, is he just spitting game? I mean, that's it, when it all boils down to, you know, authenticity is authenticity.
Yeah.
You can read that, you know, any way you want to read that. But at the same time, you will definitely know. As long as the words match up to the actions, then,
right,
you know, you rolling.
That is key.
You rolling. If he tells you one thing and his action matches that, then you rolling. You know, I always make sure that whatever he's saying, you know, his actions match up to that. And that's number one key.
Yeah. And I would say don't be intimidated, ladies, by a Jamaican man because, you know, he can be intense a little bit. You
passionate.
Know? And passionate is the word that I was going to follow that up with. Don't be scared to, you know, meet him on the same level that you would meet any other guy on. If you're, you know, don't be afraid to ask questions. That's how you know somebody's genuine with you. You know, do you have a lady at home? Are you looking for something serious? Or do you just want some booty? Like, what's really going on? Don't be intimidated and timid and feel like you can't ask this man what's going on in his life, because that's how you're going to know.
Most definitely.
You know, what his intentions are.
And the thing is with Jamaican, man, ladies always say, you guys are crazy. Stereotype. You guys are crazy. You guys got a lot of women. You guys this. You guys that.
Yes, check out our Jamaican stereotypes video.
Until you meet your own Jamaican man, you can form your analysis. People are going to be people regardless. Things are going to be different. Things are going to be, you know, crazy sometimes. But not because majority of the time, you know, we're not smiley and you probably feel like, you know, they crazy or this or that or whatever it is. You know, we're loving. We're caring. We're passionate. You know, we have that side too when it comes down to, you know, we female them where, you know, we love them. You know, it's just the same thing. tapping in a Jamaican man love inside, it's crazy. You get into that zone at the end of the day, he'll charm you off your damn feet. No matter how crazy he looks, no matter how serious he looks, no matter, you know, what you think seeing him from a distance. Once you tap into that side, you know, it's a different ball game. And, you know, the females, y'all can. We kind of standoffish sometimes because you don't know the thing. We raised different, as I say again. You know, but at the same time, we are people, right? We are human beings. So, you know, we have all of them side there. You know, we just display them different.
Let's spin off into a little subcategory real quick.
Right.
So talk a little bit about what does a Jamaican man look for in a woman? What are some traits? What are some key traits that you can think that stand out?
Loyalty, honesty, realness, you know, and on top of that, we want to make sure, say, you know, you can angle yourself from the household, because majority of the time we're not going to there, you know, we're going to dip on the road. So we want to make sure, say, you can cook some food for you. We teach you that. If you can't cook no food, we definitely teach you, because every Jamaican man can cook. Every Jamaican man know them way around the kitchen. Because we raised with mama and them thing there, and if you don't raise it mama, you raise it auntie, you raise it your granny. Jamaican man a survivor, man.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's a big trait where you need as a woman sometimes. You need a man who is a survivor. I won't say survivor, more you understand that terminology is serious. A lot of men out here will just give up at the end of the day because them don't know if you handle certain situation. Them don't know, you know, them not have no plan B. And them not have no, you know, Jamaica man have plan B, C, D, no matter what one, we can adapt to the situation and we can make it work. And we're going to find a way to deal with it. You know,
yeah.
But we like a woman at the end of the day, we're loyal. You know, once you're loyal to it, it's all great. It's all good, you know. You have a caring. And as I say again, know your way around the house and them things, because I just want them things. If you can't cook, we teach you. Be clean, because we love cleanliness. We like when the woman them clean and keep the place a certain type of way. And, you know, we don't like nastiness. We like when the place, you know, put together. We like certain things right. You understand what I say? And I just want them thing there. We have a ways, and I just want them thing there. I mean, I speak for probably a quarter of Jamaica, man. Probably the next one, probably the next 7.5. You know, have them own way how them deal with things. But you know, as a real born Jamaican.
Remember, we speak in general.
Yeah, man. As a real born Jamaican youth, I just want them thing there. You know, we aspire by them thing there.
Yeah.
Any more questions we have here?
I can't think of any more, to be honest. But ladies, if y'all can think of more questions, we could do a part 2 to this if it's necessary. Drop your questions down below. And if you're more like private or conservative, you guys can always email us. We have people who email us, and we do respond to your emails. Our email address is ojmerge@gmail.com. So if you are not comfortable dropping your situation in the comments, just shoot us an email. We won't put you on blast. We won't blow up your spot or nothing.
Ladies, me always say this. If you find a Jamaican man and you want to give him a shot, give him a shot. There's a whole heap of stereotypes at the end of the day about Jamaican men. Show them stereotype that you win and get a shot. One of probably the best thing we ever happened in your life. Sometimes it's nice for, you know, merge different cultures.
Open your mind.
Open your mind, merge different culture. I say, well then Bobby down the block, yeah, and him not grow up in America and grow up on certain things that way and whatever it is, you know. I say that probably work perfect. But sometimes it's good for merge to a different, you know, merge with a different culture. See things differently. You know, get familiar with some different things. You know, and learn each other, you know, just like a Jamaican man, he's not from here as well. So, you know, he want see what your culture is about. He want to dive in and see what the heck is going on. And the same thing, you dive in a film culture, see what is going on. And all can learn a lot from each other. And as I say again, don't be standoffish with it and don't speculate or assume. Jamaican man, loving man them. But on top of that, majority of we, you know, raised by our mother. So when you see we affectionate and when you see we talk to you about certain things and get passionate and them things there, I just our raised by mama. The American man really like to tell the American woman say, boy, I love you, babes. You will hear that common in a Jamaican man. If you date a Jamaican man for more than probably 2-3 weeks and him say to you, babes, I love you, you know. I know why you feel like so, well then, boy, oh, that's crazy. I don't know if you really do or whatever it is. I just so raised. we raised with female, what you know, we mother been a tell we say she love we from day one, and them tell we that all the time, the ones that does. And we just know, so when we're lucky, and I just want them thing there. It's not like we throw those words around loosely, but that's how the word for set up. If you meet a woman and you feel a certain connection, you can't express yourself until
there's no fear behind
no
the
fear
word or
behind
the expression.
We not do it and for a reaction. And sometimes when a Jamaican man tell an American woman down the line, you know, a month after, probably, you know, a couple months after, say, babes, my love you, you know, she looking at you like, what the heck did he say that? And then she, what did you say? And, you know, it comes weird. And, you know, she trying to figure out, do you mean that? Or are you just saying that? And it's like a big thing. No.
Yeah.
I just so stay. We know what we like from we say it. We know what we want. And when we get it, we're not afraid to say what it is. And when we express ourselves, we express ourselves. Because we don't have no fear behind nothing what we do. We are conqueror. We are leader.
For sure. Well, anyway, guys, if you are not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button.
That big.
Hit that notification bell.
That big.
Make sure you hit the like if you like this video.
Like the video. Subscribe. Share.
Yes.
We want to come on ojmerge page and come watch it. We want to subscribe. We want to make sure so well then from the content upload when you get the notification. Turn on the bell. Share it. Shoot that out. Put it on your page. Because enough people out there want these answers and whatever it is. And let me say again. But them questions, share it on your page. Tell a friend for tell a friend, as when me hear another vlogger that say. Tell a friend for tell a friend. And I just want them thing there, direct it over, we sit down, we have some conversation, shoot with some question, and you know, we have dialogue about it. In the future, we'll have some live show where probably we can call in and them thing and do the thing right. So we can take all of the question them and then we'll post that so people can get a chance to see it. So that coming soon.
Yeah, that's in our future for sure.
Most definitely. And that's my say again now, ojmerge, you know. Merge husband, merge wife, merge life. Boom. Are you me lover, you me want to be my only cheek. Girl, give me your finger, me have to put a ring on it. Night nurse, me addicted to your nightly trick. Never get a loving like this, like this.